Yo, 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 this is King Earner coming to you guys live and direct. First and foremost, make sure you follow me at King Earner1. That's KINGEARNER and the number one on Instagram. And click that link in the bio. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I hate when I'm without my honorable CMOS gold, that specific CMOS though. The one that's better than anything that's out here is from Size Palace. Listen to me, y'all. I gotta do no lying to y'all. I had to back up some and really take notes from this person, because at the end of the day, the way she honors and carries a load that comes from the same place that everyone else gets it from, I gotta respect it hands down. Ain't nobody go over there and actually take their time out and make sure it's organized and that you're continuously getting the correct CMOS. That CMOS that's not washed and stripped of its natural ingredients from people cleaning it way too much. I do no lying to you. There's no way the CMOS that's coming out of that water don't have a speck of salt on there. It doesn't taste. You can't get it from these other CMOSs. The reason why is because some of them are just cleaning it too much. Besides polish, it got everything that's a part of it. I've seen it taken out of the water based off honor and put in a correct manner, where a vegan and people of this type of fashion say, I gotta honor it, and they will take this CMOS over every CMOS. It's gold. Dr. Sabi didn't say the CMOS was light skin or 10 karat. He said when he would look in the water, it was as if gold. So I'm suggesting to you, you click the link in my bio on Instagram at King Earner1 to get your honorable CMOS. No one sells it for 64 ounces for $50. 64 ounces of gel for only $50, while everyone else has it 32 for $50. Where's the honor in that? I'm honoring this, and guess what? I'm gonna support it until I drop. And I'm telling you guys to make sure that you honor this, because it's the livest and most honorable gold that's out. Be sure y'all tune in. The store will be in Philadelphia, downtown area. Make sure that y'all come in and support, because that CMOS is going to be there. But King Earner also will have a list of other herbs. Right now I'm studying one particular. It's called lymphalin, and I'm going to have that for sale soon. But right now I'm honoring Size Palace, that honorable, that nice fresh CMOS gold. You get your money's worth. Because a lot of times, I ain't gonna lie to you, you can damn near see the whole plant in the gel. That means what? Blend more. Now listen, I want to get into this situation with the 6ix9ine, how can I say it? The tapes, the conversations that I'm hearing. There's no way possible, no way these guys are really a part of a gang. And I want the gang members to pay attention to where I'm coming and how I'm coming. At no way, shape, or form are you to be on the phone with any conversation about gang activity if you're a gang member. I have to give the youngest this game. I don't want y'all to be in the streets. I don't want y'all to be in the negativity. But I gotta be truthful to y'all. I'm tired of seeing the youngins being locked up and thrown away like this. It makes no sense, man. No one is paying attention that the number one rule in the streets is to never admit to that wrong that you're doing. See, that's the understanding of a true gangster. They know that it's wrong. So they say, I have a plan or a time limit, or if this is going to be something for the rest of their life, this is what it is, but it's a secret to anyone outside of that gang. And even certain, steps of the gang members, the dudes that are kind of like in rank, the conversation with the dudes that aren't in rank, I never get out of hand on the phone neither, because everyone knows not to touch the phone. But certain rank don't talk to under rank individuals. It just don't happen that way when things are organized. When you got a sucker like 6ix9ine, you're supposed to kind of organize the way you milk this mutt, because that's what it was. Let's not joke about this, but make the milking something for life. See, they had a great idea when they were having 6ix9ine meet up to fit with 50 Cent and kind of getting like a cosign. 50 Cent isn't a gang member. The gang members honor 50 to the point it's like, damn, if somebody from the squad got a connection to 50, get this kid with 50 so his joint can go up a little bit more and his cosign will be even deeper. And 50 went far and even co-signed him as his son. But somebody that's a part of that gang that had that connection, you got a connection to something positive, something as strong as 50 Cent, you don't have him go talk with him just for credibility. You sit down with 50 Cent and you allow this person to know, I am putting you in position, but 50, we need a better position for him. How much can we offer? How much can you offer me for this guy? If you can't do it yourself, the producing and the industry thing, and have your own record label, Treyway record label, what is your position? You're keeping it street in a manner of, you can't use street aggression. There's no way it's going to survive. You're giving this bull gas, telling him and allowing him to talk disrespectful to everybody worldwide, and he's not being judged based off of y'all name and y'all honor. Organize it. Listen, you rat, or you potential rat, because your eyes come off like a potential rat, 6ix9ine. This is your security. I have LLC dat. This is yours. You will pay the security company this amount of money. Listen, 6ix9ine, you're traveling. We have our own honorable road manager that can put you in place to get shows. They're good at it. Make sure it's a beautiful woman who has a delicate, honorable voice that can call around the world and get this #1 seller chart guy, the guy who has the good music that everybody is honoring and respecting because he's telling people to suck his privacy. This is how we carrying it. And everything is legal, and you don't have to continue to talk gang to us or be gangish. We just need for this money to keep rolling in a positive way. Not have Jim Jones, who calls himself a Capo, on a line talking about what y'all want to attempt to do. And then you make the attempt without looking in the vehicle. In these times, who don't destroy that vehicle in the inside to make sure there isn't a camera? I mean, we've seen it played out so many times. So the people who is going to do this, they have to be skilled. To me, it sounds like a bunch of guys who rather talked about on the phone or talk decent about what they know how to do or the aggression part in a manner to feel good about themselves. And it's disgusting because you see it all over the internet now, and everybody wants to speak on something that's too real, something that's not ready for the people's ears, something that is not supposed to touch the people's ears. You violating 6ix9ine and giving a go on it makes it seems like you're a G, but you're just a womany girl home with situation things on their mind, and you wish you were really in that part of it at a time. And your coins is up. You can't nobody tell you who you really is. People around the world honor you based off of what? You be in control of something that you never had control. Let's get it understood. And I have nothing against any blood because I'm not in a gang. But I see a difference in the sex. I see a difference in individuals not being boastful about it and not bringing that to the forefront. Red down, cherry red, 24/7, ah-da-da-da-da. These are the gangsters. The ones that's figuring out how they can turn their organization into something positive, something legal, something that makes sense instead of the recycling the crime thing. Back and forth, keep trying to make moves and do a stunt here and there just in order to do what? Repeat that cycle again. It's over and over. Everybody is going to do it then. Now the youngins coming up think it's okay to go to jail. Think that's a part of it. Oh yeah, it's a part of it. But your intention to go should never be that part of it. The reason why is because the goal is longevity, youngin. The goal is to get that money and get the hell away from it. If you're in it, you're in it. But know that getting caught is in it. And if you get caught, you got to take everything that comes with it. Don't pay attention to your Jordan Towers. Because all he's doing is talking against your own people in a way that your language can be able to accept and understand that he's a coon. He's an individual that loves to make fun of black people and the mistakes that we make. I'm not here to laugh at the mistake. I'm here to tell the youngins that life shouldn't be a life at this time in, the era that it is. The streets is not a thing to claim or to say, this is what I want to do. You got to be a part of the streets and figure out how you get the hell out of it, how you invest your money, because this entertainment thing is what I would call popping. See, this is the realest entertainment that you can get, because at the end of the day, there are people that are home that are entertained. The reason why they are entertained, because at the end of the day, what I do, no one else truly does. Everybody. I gave a guy, they said, King Erna, why don't you talk about Philadelphia? And I put every individual that I spoke on that was a rat in that link underneath of when they said it. And they didn't say anything else. The thing is, people want you to speak on people that they're afraid of to say. See, they'll be like, oh, his said, King Ernest said. But deep down in their heart, they're not going to tell the truth of how they feel about that rat, because they rather not go through that. See, the aggression of a man never changes. Only time it changes is when that man understands, one, that he's too old to come in a fashion that he will come. You can have a goddamn heart attack or damn blood pressure go through the moon. Or two, he can understand that if he goes in a direction of that aggression, he must go forward 199% if it causes for him to do so. And in these times, we got a lot of people that think online to be the one who speak on things that put them in a position of being a gangster. That's not what King Erna is about. You know what King Erna is about? restoring the honor and giving the people knowledge of what came before us. And you know what came before us? Rats. They've been around since Judas betrayed Isa alayhi salam. I mean, what you want me to tell you? The William O'Neills, the ones who were part of bringing down a very strong, very, not regular, but very strong organization for the black people. William O'Neill, he done that. And so on, we have the others in history that told. The understanding of the cycle of the Honor Your Life campaign gives you an example. It has given you that example from day one to give you the understanding of you can not go towards doing anything street and still have that urban look and still have that pizzazz, that freshness, that honor that a person see and say, damn, you know, he got some honor to him. The heart speaks out first to you. Got some honor to you in your brain, personally. Damn, I wanted to say, hey, that was honorable. Other than that, y'all following something that don't have longevity. In our world, you have to go for what lasts and what makes sense. Going back and forth to jail don't make sense. Getting shot up don't make sense. Lining yourselves up because you want to be a chatty patty, as Dame Dash would say, all over your phone conversations. Because that's what they were, chatty patty conversations. They're having conversations glorifying what they already supposed to be. You don't gotta glorify to be a G. It's in you. It's your honor that gives it that. That's what it is. But y'all was more into, yo, so-and-so and them just got locked up. Yeah, man, they all booked. Yeah, you know the bull so-and-so gonna say this. You know the bull, you more happy that these guys are in prison and don't even dig that the same lines that they booked them off of, you were more front line in them lines more than anybody. So now, since you know everything, they want to throw the book at you and say he knows more than anybody. He's damn near the hitman, the aggressive one that they call on to put the work in. They go at them first to see if they break. And for what I've seen, I gotta respect the fact that they stood on principle. They said, that's me on them tapes. I ain't gonna bring nobody else in. I'm gonna take the trial because, yeah, I may be guilty of talking on the phone, but these other charges I'm not guilty on. And then I could respect that, and may they be free based off of the truth of what's, you know, a fact. A lot of them wasn't seen in person doing anything. So nix with anything said. If I wasn't on that scene, I wasn't on that scene, no matter what I say. But when you go into always being a chatty patty and wanting to talk cool, you got your chicks around, you got the other homies around, and you're talking real G'd up, and you don't even dig how stupid it sounds. You guys have had something what I would call once in a lifetime chance to deal with something that could have made y'all millions. Treyway would have been everywhere the same way Death Row was. But you had different gangsters. I can't disrespect men that stand on principle. but I can give these youngins the understanding that it's not the right way to go. And I can tell you youngins that if you are a gang member and you are portraying a gangster role, have some class with it. Carry it with that negative honor that I wish you guys would leave behind you and others. But if you are there and you're doing it, make sure you organize it to the point you never use a damn phone. And when you do, anyone that speaks to you about some negativity, you give them the real of it. I don't know what you're speaking of. I don't want you calling my phone speaking of these things. And you explain what you don't want that individual to talk to. And it's on that individual to carry on that same dishonor. All to have a conversation. Come on. The conversation is worth more than the money these days, man. The conversation is worth more than your freedom, more than these days, man. Come on, we got a lot ahead of us. Some of y'all are young. Y'all got a whole life ahead of y'all. You don't gotta go that way. You don't gotta follow these actors. Everybody's saying, yo, King Gurner, why you singing this about Jay-Z? Or why you singing it about me? These individuals shouldn't take that as personal on no level. You know why? If you men and you don't want no one else to make that mistake in following the wrong things, the first thing you do is you tell them the truth. Listen, youngin', I changed my life around. I work for Jay-Z. Yes, there's someone who worked in his office. It's not good. I had no knowledge of this. But them two working for me, they get an understanding and they know that lifestyle doesn't come here. So sometimes people get hired. They get hired. And when they get hired, their position is filled. It's not up to me to figure out who is who, but it happens in the business. And I can't allow it to happen anymore. You don't keep that type of nonsense on the forefront, knowing that the streets love and honor you, because no matter how many millions you get, your honor will always be something that's worth something. And y'all don't understand or see that. Everybody's trying to stop everybody from climbing to the top. Based off of what? Money? Coins? A couple dollars? Let's be truthful about Philadelphia. We've been got to a coin. We've been had honor, but we're allowing the trash, the negativity to keep us holding us back. This is why our city is not growing. This is why we don't have everybody being signed, because everybody is going to that one person to try to get signed when they all should be trying to work. Stop going to people to trying to get yours when all you got to do is work. It's like putting work on a block. Can't nobody stop these videos that I do. I don't care who they know. And if I continue to do them on my lonesome and only honor those that got honor in their veins, guess what? I built my own platform. You build your own platform. You never forget the ones that gave you the alley hoops. The ones that have pure honor running in their veins. Because when you forget them, then you forget yourself. These views, these likes, none of it is going to get us any type of honor in the afterlife. You got to deal with a law accordingly, all of us. So what do we do from this point on? Well, we're going to probably continue in our wrong and our good. Let's just try to make sure our good honors and outweighs that wrong. I'm King Gurner from the Honor Your Life campaign. I put that honorable size polished CMOS gold gel, that 64, in my diet. Focus isn't the word on it, because it's the CMOS that I been had in my veins that I allowed the individuals that had a corporation to do something to it and take its natural ingredients by stripping it and cleaning it too much. Now I'm back on it. And guess what? Every day I take it, I get up in the morning, I take a scoop out, I put it inside a blender, I put it with everything else that's of honor. My beets, my carrots, my real raw honey, things that have meaning, things that are gonna make sure that blood pressure stay in honor, make sure that diabetes stay away. We gotta start thinking positively, clearly, because I came in the streets at 11. I came home like 32. I've been home for a nice minute now, and guess what? I honor my life. I don't follow nobody. I do my own thing. And guess what, youngins? You and your brothers that you love, if you do your own thing and not actually give it a gang name, they can't give you a gang charge. But if you stay clicked up, they're gonna pick y'all apart, because even if it's not you, it's somebody that can't ignore conversation. They gotta speak on it. They gotta talk negative. It's all in our eating habits. It's all in the things that we do daily. We are not honoring our lives in a way that we supposed to. Rather if you was in the streets and you trying to get out, rather if you in the streets, or rather if you used to be in the streets and you're out. We gotta stay on that horse of honor. We gotta stay riding that horse of honor and never look back. Go off in the sunset and keep it going. Just don't make sure that you don't go off in that sunset like Shane, but Shane went off with some honor. And if you've seen the movie Shane, and he said, "Come back, Shane. Mama got chores for you." Shane rode off in the sunset, hit Cowboy, Vicious G. He rode off in that sunset hit. And from the looks of it, he was dying. If you go off in that sunset, make sure your horse got honor, and it's of something natural, not from somebody else's hands. These streets will eat you alive, youngin'. I'm a king earner from the Honor Your Life campaign. The goal is to stop recycling crime. The goal is to get the kids to honor their life and see that that past is over. This Treyway gang thing, whatever they claim it is, whatever 6ix9ine claimed it could have been an organization that was going in a legal way, whatever the case may be. Never let anybody a part of yours that didn't earn and go through what you went through to get an understanding of who or whatever it is you are or what you're doing. It's that easy. King Earner live and direct, link in bio for that honorable CMOS Gold Gel, and we get it from Size Powers. We don't get it from nowhere else. Honor that and keep it pushing. Live and direct. Before I go, y'all, I hope everybody's seen this video. I want to give somebody their honor back. You know, I'm a real brother. Like, I'm a Muslim in the core, and it's been kind of bothering me. Neef Buck from Philadelphia. I seen some things online, but I'm never, King Earner is never accusing nobody of things that they're not. I looked through the docket. I went over this 199 times, and I did not see that man nowhere telling. Yeah, I see some things on the internet, and you know how they are on the internet. I do my own research, though. And if it ain't in the docket, or it's not seen of some eyes that qualified that based off honor, that one is a rat with, you gotta be some good eyes that seen, or some excellent ears that know what they heard is of gold. No one has seen it, so I gotta gently, with honor, restore these buck honor. But I wanna do this too. While I'm doing that, I wanna smack. And Jim Jones' honor. Damn, honor jumped right out of him and he flew away like a diplomat. Stay a diplomat. Stop trying to be a gangster. Real gangsters don't talk on the phones to the youngins. You line them up by talking. Yeah, you might not be a government official. I ain't saying none of that. But you honor your youngins. If you're giving them some advice, you make sure that advice don't have something that can put them away forever, because violating made them think that they were supposed to, what? This what violating mean to y'all in this specific sector of this game? Violating mean finding somebody, talking to them, and letting them. Again, that's what it means. If you had a brain, he wouldn't even have made it. You dummy. Don't talk G if you ain't living it. Living it, G would have made sure he not no more. After you made the decision in your mind and your heart, not on the telephone, that kitten can't meow anymore. Instead, you made it a chatty-patty conversation. Now the youngin's cuffed and stuffed. I'm hoping you got, lawyer money. I'm hoping you paid for these guys' lawyers when an OG